Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
8 years after the events of 4-Star Nagar, Sir Hugo has discovered a plot that threatens Axis, the capital of the Empire, making it vulnerable to the demonic hordes besieging its walls. Will Sir Hugo, played by Chris, and his companions the King, by Becca, Hexar, by Quinn, and Erzuriella the Vane, by Tillman, be able to stop the key conspirator, Lord Frederick, in time? Find out in The Beginning of the End, ran by Slavic. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. There you'll find our Discord link.
All right, before we switch quickly to the refugee group, Hexar, sort of writing in draconic runes appears on your hand. All it says is, friend of Nexaroth.
That will come in handy someday.
All right, refugee group. You're moving to the castle walls. You notice the gates are, of course, closed and locked. And you kind of sort of hear the bashing and the screaming from the refugees. And you see the uninterested guards just kind of looking at them.
I run up to the guard, the one closest to me, and I just smack him across his face.
Pimp smack.
Yeah, I just pimp smack him. And I look at him with all my command might. And I'm like, open the door and let them out.
I guess roll me charisma plus whatever you think is appropriate plus your level.
Empire Noble, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say military strategist because I got 4 in that, but like it doesn't really, I don't see how that's a military strategy.
Yeah.
Slapping someone across the face.
Yeah, it's not like pulling rank on someone.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. Give me a second. So that's a total of plus 12. So I got 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's like, my orders come directly from my commander. And he takes his sword out.
Oh,
and the other guards are there too.
I look at the king and I just stop for a second. I look back at the king and I look back at them and I do my old man glare and I'm like, son, do you really want to go through this right now with us too? So I just have to put my hand on the sword.
Let me roll an intelligence roll for him. Let's say he's like level 2 minus 1 intelligence. Okay. Let's say if he's smart enough, let's make this DC 13. Nope, he's going with it.
And I think for a second, I think of all the refugees that are dying at the gate because I take it I can see like their faces and everything.
Yeah. I mean, they're not dying yet, but you can see sort of the hordes of demons like pushing there, and like already there's like flying creatures attacking them from above.
So I look at the king and I just kind of shrug and I turn. I just fucking slice the throat of the guy in front of me, dude. Like just pull out my sword. And
I mean, these guys are like, let's say level 2 guards.
Yeah,
so
I figure
it's just a slaughter.
Yeah.
After you make quick work of like the first 2, they sort of say, "Oh, sorry.
Open the gate.
We're opening the gate
and let the refugees out. Hurry."
As they open the gate, it's like a tide.
Yeah,
a stampede. You're probably like people that fall to the ground. They'll get stomped to death. Stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
It's like a huge mass of people trying to go through a very small sort of opening.
I look at the king as I'm waiting, like putting my arm across his chest, not to let him run into the crowd, and I'm just like waiting for the crowd to like start getting thinner, and then I'm like starting to make my way through them to go inside.
I mean, I'm gonna say that the king, if he wanted to, at this point, he's high enough level he could jump from the walls and be fine.
Oh, so I look at the king and I'm like, listen, like I wanted to get these people safe. I don't want to have to engage with what's back there, but if you think we should engage with them, what's your call?
Yeah, and well, you already see that there's like refugees getting cut off by like cavalry from the demons.
So we'll go take care of them.
Trying to.
Yeah, we're gonna like tactfully.
Wait, just a second. No, there's no tact when it comes to the king. You say that to him, he looks at you like you just said the stupidest thing he's ever heard, and that moment of staring, and then just kind of like walks to the edge and jumps off. Because you said I could do that and be relatively fine, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're at epic tier right now, which means like slaying dragons is like daily bread.
The king is extra. He would jump off the wall.
I can't jump on the wall. I can't jump on the wall, right? I'm still on the ground looking up at him at the wall, right? Okay, cool.
Although I guess Sir Hugo would try. Nothing would happen to him if he like jumped off, but he'd look dumb if he did it.
Yeah,
probably like fall on his ass or something.
For sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna like go around the wall and kind of see where the
Yeah.
king's going to, you know?
So you're there, you know. There's armed refugees. They're also trying to sort of fight back and making sure the more vulnerable ones get to the gate. But you also see a lot of them getting massacred by the experienced and bestial troops of the Diabolist. And yeah, so you're trying to help some of the groups then?
I'm looking at where the king's going first. Like, you know, I'm just
All
like,
right.
he's the wild
I assume
card.
the king is beelining for the huge demon.
Fuck, dude.
Am I correct?
I
Am I
mean,
correct?
it would make sense, but I'm also thinking like there's a lot of enemies. The king isn't completely suicidal. I can see him going to those choke points and destroying those enemies, and then rallying those people to go destroy more choke points.
That's a good thing too. I have Demon Hunter 4. Now, can I make a roll to see if I know if we kill that big demon, most likely the army will disperse, or will they like lose their morale? Or, you know, are they tied to
Roll
it?
me that plus intelligence.
So my intelligence is modifier plus levels 13 plus, so it's going to be D20 plus 17.
Yeah, I'll just say it's a DC 25 check, and you failed it.
Dude,
like
what is
bitch.
with the new botch, bro? You know what I mean? Like,
Botch 2 sucks.
fuck.
Yeah,
Okay.
just for the info of our viewers, we have a new dice bot since the old one is no longer supported, and it's not looking good for Botch 2. We're probably going to replace him.
Probably going to have to replace it. Yeah.
Bot 3 will be coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, I already like discarded Botch 2 from another like roleplay server I play in because I really hated the interface. I think it looks garbage. So for next time.
Either way, we'll do. I like the idea the king has if he's going towards one of the choke points. You know what I mean? And then we just rally the troops and kind of just use the momentum. Hopefully, Azarella and Haxar will kind of get there too. We could just get the momentum on our side. It's all about momentum.
Get there too and close the gates.
What's that?
Oh. Get there and close the gates.
Yeah, they're like, we follow orders. This way. So yeah, I'm following the king. I'm rushing towards, drawing my sword out. Whatever. What is he rushing towards? Like, what's the first choke point? What's there?
It's relatively near, and it's a bunch of refugees sort of holding out on like makeshift barriers. They made these barriers, and they're trying to hold them off with the demons with like spears and crossbows, and trying to make sure they don't overwhelm them. They're in like a semicircular formation. To the back of them is like this shoddy sort of provisory building that they created because they've been here for a while already.
Can I use my military strategist ability to like look at how they're defending it and maybe like see something they can improve on and be like, hey, like, you know, move to the left, or you know what I mean? Like to like initially get them to like be able to be defensively better.
Sure. Roll me the same thing you rolled before. Intelligence plus military strategist. DC 20. Only fail that on like a 1 and a 2. All right, nice.
30.
Yeah. Rolled a 30. Perfect. Yeah, you sort of give them a couple of tips and a couple of weaknesses in their defenses and make sure they're squared up. But there's not much time as you see a quite large amount of refugees who have these caravans, and on them you notice they're carrying a lot of wounded and such. And there's this huge salamander monster demon thing with like horns. It looks like one of the things that was part of the caravan, but like with runes of the Diabolist and with horns. And next to it is this sort of oh yeah, it's your favorite friend from last session. It's a similar creature to the demon lightning mage, or like the same creature. It's just like a huge ogre size with a cow's head levitating on it and driving the salamander forward.
I look at the king. I'm like, hey, this time don't let me steal your kill. And I like kind of motion towards it, you know, like getting them riled up, kind of like shaking the chihuahua and throwing it at someone. That's what I'm kind of like doing right now.
Right. All right. Roll initiative, guys. So I have a 20 for the evil guys. 18 for the king.
I have 28. A natural 20.
Bam. 18. And you roll 2d2. Don't forget that it doesn't matter now, but you have your racial ability quick to fight.
Oh, okay.
2 turns until Zoriella and Haxar arrive. Just FYI. So this turn will pass, the next turn will pass, and at the start of the turn they'll appear. Basically when the escalation die reaches 2. You see the 2 monstrous creatures sort of preparing to attack the refugees, and you see the mage chanting, preparing one of its deadly spells.
Motherfucker. Nope. So it's my turn.
Yeah. I mean, you're relatively close. There's a lot of chaos going on, so it's not really that much of a problem to sneak up on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sneak up and just melee attack it with my sword.
All right. Roll.
So I can get the command points. Attack modifier, that's strength, right? Or dexterity. Oh, attack,
no.
13. 13, yep. Okay. Can I add Demon Hunter to this?
Nope.
Okay.
That's just for skills.
Oh, that's just for
Skill
skills?
sets.
Okay, I got you. Cool, it's worth a try. Plus 13. Bam, 19 hit.
Damn it. You roll a 6?
Yeah, dude.
You're let me check, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. No, not even close, baby. Not even close. He sort of plings off the cow skull as you jump up. But it stops chanting, or rather, it continues chanting, but now it's looking at you.
Look at me, brother. Look at me. And when you get whopped by the cod piece, then you'll be surprised, So
All right, let me just check if you have to hit to get the command points. I'm not sure.
I thought you had to, but go ahead. Yeah, if it's not that, that'd be great too.
Yeah, it's when you hit.
That's why I specifically did melee instead of shooting it with my arrow, Like I just wanted to.
Okay. It's their turn. The salamander is beelining for the refugee improvised caravan, and the lightning mage is lightning maging. Okay, it doesn't really see the king yet, so I'm just gonna have it attack. What's your AC?
My AC is 25.
All right, 32 and 27. All right, this is gonna hurt. You take 80 damage as the huge lightning mage sort of takes its staff, stops chanting, and it just bashes you 2 times. It feels like the thunder actually hits you.
Yeah, that's like half my points right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, he had both of them. He had like a 50% chance of hitting, didn't he? Or slightly more, and he had both.
This is what makes this stuff fun, though, is like the risk of like actually, you know what I mean? Like getting murked.
Yeah, exactly. I really hope that there'll be like a simple system with like a decent amount of danger that'll come out sometime. I mean, it probably exists. I just don't know about it yet. All right. That was their turn. King.
The king was very tempted to go after the beasts, but seeing Sir Hugo get his ass so readily handed to him, the king's going to make a beeline for that mage, lightning sorcerer person thing.
Do you rage or do any of this stuff?
Let's go ahead and...
It's true that you'll have to, I guess, afterwards try to gain your rage back if you ever fight something.
Yeah,
bigger.
that's fine. I'll go ahead and rage. Like, we're out in the middle of a big field. Like, cinematically, he'd be like, "There's plenty of targets. This battle's going to go forever." That sort of thing. So he'll rage, and can I? Okay, that's if I get an even roll. So yes, he'll rage, and we'll go from there. And he comes up and has his axe and is getting ready to chop off his head.
All right. Let's see how well you do.
So I crit. So that's 3 times the damage.
I remember last game you had trouble critting.
I know. So I have to take it when I have it.
Yeah.
And because I take the higher one, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is for purposes of cruel, because I don't know how much hit points he has. If I can take him out in one shot, I'm going to go for it. So he'll have 40 ongoing damage as well. So
yeah, I'm just going to write that down so I don't forget it. Plus however much damage you do with your attack, which is going to be...
So in 13th Age, I know I've asked this before. Is it times? Do I roll the dice and then times that by 3, or do I roll the dice 3 times?
Roll the dice, then times 3. Wow, 162 damage.
Correct. The only one bitch slapping Sir Hugo is going to be the king.
All right. So let's just say the mage is wounded from sort of the battle previously. Is just what I wanted to do anyway. So please do tell me how the king one-shots the mage.
So fury builds up in the king as he sees the mage hurt Sir Hugo. That's his companion. That instinct to protect the weak and less
Less able.
less able.
Differently able.
and the king comes up behind the mage, axe getting ready to scream that scream, like filling in with all the refugee screams, and he pulls it back and lets go perfectly right at the neck to just have the mage's head lop off.
Yeah. The cow skull drops to the ground, the magical fire animating it gone, and the body follows well after. However, the salamander is... Oh, wait, actually, it's Sir Hugo's turn now. Yeah, you can see the salamander went straight for the refugees. So...
And the escalation dice is 1 right now?
Yeah,
Or
the escalation die is 1. You add +1 to all your hit attacks.
So the salamander is rushing towards the refugees, not towards me.
Yeah.
Is it close enough to use melee against, or do I have to use my bow?
Yeah, you can run up to him.
All right, I'm gonna run up and attempt to
Bash him.
attack it. Seeing that it's not looking at me, so I'm gonna go ahead and
So, see, what I want to do is if you guys didn't kill the mage in time, the salamander would just chomp on the refugees.
oh geez, holy cow,
Yeah, I wanted to make it like...
brutal, hell yeah. Does 20 hit it?
Oh, let me check. Nope. God damn. You're also rolling +14, so you rolled 21, but that
Oh
one-
yeah, 21, yeah. So that
But
didn't
your
hit.
rolls are so garbage, my dude.
Dude. They were good last session, but anyways, I just
Yeah.
tried to hit it, but I'm all fucked up, like ribs hurt, I miss it.
For real. Yeah, you miss it. You deal your 8 miss damage, and it is the salamander's turn right now. So this will be against your guys' physical defense as it breathes fire. The first roll will be against Sir Hugo. The second one will be against the king.
So mine is 21.
All right. That's a hit against Sir Hugo, and against the king, that's a hit too. I assume you don't have 32, King. Oh, or I mean 33, I guess.
Yeah, I have a 22, so you're good. You definitely hit me.
This close to critting, though. This close. A real shame. Anywho, you both take 30 ongoing fire damage. So at the end of your turn, you take 30 damage. And you have to roll a hard save, which means a 16 plus save. Otherwise, it continues until the next turn. And it's really hot near the salamander. And so if you start your turn nearby, you also take 15 fire damage, as its skin is literally on fire and it's like blazing hot.
Do I take 30 damage right now, or do I wait
No.
till the end of the turn? Okay, gotcha.
All right. Salamander turn end. King. You see Hugo miss another one of his attacks. And then yours both set on fire.
And he thought that he could still steal my kills.
I mean, he did, actually.
Yeah.
It's even worse than that, King.
So, yeah, the king will go after the salamander in his barbaric rage and run straight at it and swing.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so I have another crit.
Wonderful.
See, my pep talk did work. It worked against me, but it worked for you.
Obviously. You know how to motivate the king.
Holy shit, a 20 and a 19. Yeah, the king just drains all the luck from the entire party into himself.
It's that cod piece. It's just like
It's magnetic. It's like a horseshoe, It's just lucky.
cod piece of +20.
Oh, gosh.
Be rubber for luck.
Sexy. So that's 186 damage.
Wow. Yeah, you essentially slice off a salamander's arms, or frontal paws, I guess, but it's still standing and it's still fighting. All right, King. Sir Hugo, remember, start of the turn, you take 15 damage, 15 fire damage to be specific. Escalation dice 2. Hexar and Azraela, you can roll me initiative. you guys see Haxar and Azuriel plowing through like a horde of demons. They probably killed like 60 or 70 of them at this point. You smell the familiar sort of forest fire smell of Azoriela's flaming spears that you know very, very intimately, unfortunately.
I'm not a fan of fire right now, so can we just not bring that up right now?
All right, Azoriela, initiative 17. What about Haxar? 27. All right, so he's going to go right after Sir Hugo. Yeah, Sir Hugo, you see Hexar and Azoriela from a distance then, killing everything in their path.
I just hope she doesn't throw a flying spear. I just like think to myself as I like try to attack the salamander again. So let's see if I have any luck. So it's gonna be 13 plus 2, which is 15. Because
wait, it's D20. Yeah, D20 plus 15. Yeah.
Oh crit. Shit, crit! So what do I do? Like it's
fucking crit fest. You roll the normal damage and then you do it times 2.
Okay, so my damage is 8 plus 8 or 8d8 plus 15. So 51 times 2 is 102 damage.
Yeah. So Hugo, you finish off the salamander by however you want to kill it.
I just cut its fucking head off, and then I'm all like hoping to make my save throw while I'm grabbing a healing potion I have, just like.
Yeah, you don't need to once the combat ends. The ongoing damage does as well.
Jesus Christ. I'm just like reaching for my bag all desperately, like trying to get this potion out. Like,
and after the fight, you can use any number of your recoveries to heal. Oh,
can I? Do I have to use a potion to recover, or can I just use a recovery? Okay, so I'm going to recover then. So my recovery is. Can I roll command points or no?
No. Okay. The command points are just like in a fight, same as the ongoing damage.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So I'm trying to look at my where my recovery is. 8d8 plus 3. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and roll that. 34. So I am back.
I mean, you can use more than one.
Okay, 96. All right, let me go ahead and roll another one because I only got 5 of them. Let me go ahead and do another one. Going for my second one, which is 30, which is 126. I'm gonna do one more just to be safe, which is 29. So it's 29. 5.
Right. So here you go. You're on 2 recoveries left.
I know, 155 right now. I'm in a rough spot. So I'm just like standing there, just like looking at Azriela. And is this battle still like, is there still like mayhem going on around us?
You notice that since then, already closed the gates and the refugees there are getting massacred by the demons.
Do they fucking
close? Well, I mean, they don't want to get the demons back in.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just like, oh my God. So I look at these two when we get here. I'm like, listen, we got people getting fucking slaughtered here. We got to have some kind of plan. I mean, of action. I mean, I'm looking around, like just trying to figure out like what a good strategy is here. What do you guys think?
And as you say that, you hear a voice in your heads, and Hexar recognizes it as Nexaroth. The money has been counted. It is all here. As a favor to you, I will tell you one secret that you do not know. Currently, the Diabolist and the Lich King have joined forces, and the Lich King is now attacking the port. They will decide who owns the city after they kill the rest of the mortals. Do with this information as you will.
Who was that? I'm like, you guys heard that? And I'm looking at the other 3.
This is fantastic. More enemies to take out.
That's a very old dragon.
Oh, I see you made friends then.
Hesitantly, I would say yes.
Well, here's where we got 2 options. The city's going to fall if we don't go stop the port, or these people are going to die. I'm sorry, and I hate to do this, but we got to go save the city, because if we save the city, these people are going to die anyways, and then more people are going to die.
Why are you sorry? More enemies there, more enemies here.
Because these are citizens, and I just like look at the people get slaughtered around. They're part of the empire. That's what's keeping this all together. What do you 2 think? I'm looking at Haxar. Obviously, him and I disagree. Do we go to the port, or do we try to help these people here?
I say, well, like, do we know that the demons won't break through here and just destroy the city if we attend the port?
That's a good concern. And I'm like, as a strategist, can I roll something to see if like how it's looking right now? If it looks like
roll me intelligence plus your military strategist.
Okay.
Thingy.
Give me a second here. Intelligence plus military strategist, 17.
Solid roll.
37. Yeah, I got a critical on it.
37,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't crit skill checks, but it doesn't get much better than this. Yeah.
Okay.
You're sure that the city walls will probably last like at least a day or so before
So
they get breached.
these city walls are going to last a day or
Yeah.
so,
But yeah, the people there, they're basically all dead.
but we're going to lose these people.
Yeah.
So we have a day or so to go save, which, okay, on the flip end, DM, can I do the same roll to see how long I think that port's going to last if it's getting attacked head on?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say you don't have enough information.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
how many troops there are, what type of enemies, and
So it really comes down to can we fucking stop the port attack, then come back here in 2 days, or do we just do this now and hope that we can knock it out before the port is completely taken over? So this is where I need your opinions.
I say the port just because we know the things will last somewhat longer here, but we don't know about the port, so
I think you're right. Unfortunately, you. I look at Azriela.
I can't decide, honestly.
Well, then it looks like the port it is. Let's go. And I just kind of like sadly like look back over my shoulder at like the screaming I'm sure is going on and the people like begging, and I just kind of like we go up to the gate, I guess, and get over it.
yeah, it's a shitty situation. You make your way through the city. There's like a very somber atmosphere. You can kind of feel it. There's like chaos from the refugees who survived, and they're fleeing everywhere, and the guards are trying to contain the panic. But you guys are making, with I assume through a brisk pace, you're making your way to the port, and you can already see that it's under siege, and there's mages like firing off missiles at the enemy ships, and the ships are sort of closing in, and they're firing arcane bolts and everything, and it's a pretty large fleet that's coming in, and at the head of it is like a capital ship of sorts with a figure in very simple robes, and the figure's covered in eldritch runes, so much so that you're not even sure about their facial features. And it seems this figure is commanding the undead army, and it's surrounded by large strong bodyguards. And you also see Z2 there. He's seems to be wearing armor, and he has a similar stance to the one Hexar uses, but he doesn't seem to be quite as skilled, and he's giving out orders to other Dragonborn and Kobolds, and then there's also Tetra, who's sort of forming the city guards, and it looks like the bulk of the defense is now focused on the port.
I run up to Z2 and I'm say to him like, "Where do you need us? Where do you need us to strike?" I motion towards who looks like the leader. I'm like, "Do you need us to take him out?"
Yeah.
All right.
I'm so glad that you're here. Otherwise, I'd have had to gone there myself with a couple of our crack team members, but I don't think we could have managed it. We have a way to get in there. One of our shadow mages can get us to one of the bottom decks. From the bottom decks, we'll have to fight our way through the capital ship, which will take a while. And then you have to go and kill him. Once that happens, the rest of the army will probably start crumbling, and then we can deal with the demons.
Take us to the shadow mage. You can get us there then.
You go to a sort of a makeshift building sort of thing, and all the windows are boarded up and everything, and it looks like the sky itself is darkening as clouds are starting to appear, and it's starting to grow more and more dark, even though it's a bit afternoon, like maybe 1 p.m. There inside you see a blind wizard, and you feel like this person is nobody. Like there's no presence there. It's like completely obfuscated. It's hard to even remember that this figure exists. You sort of walk, sit down, you want to say hello, but then you're saying, why would I say hello? There's nobody here. And then you see the figure again. Good afternoon.
Hello. A friend of ours, Z2, told us that you could help us get on the capital ship there. Where this
I could, and I will. However, I warn you that in order to get you there, I must pass through their barriers and pass you off as one of the undead. This will be costly. It will take away some years of your life.
I just kind of laugh and scratch my beard. How many years are we talking? Will I make it through the other end?
Oh, you will. You'll have to pay it later rather than sooner.
That's
I
what.
estimate 5 to 10 years.
Oof. That to me, like a character, out of character, like
Yeah, you're pretty
Yeah.
much the only one who gets really fucked over. By
yeah. And I'm like, well, we all have to make our sacrifices.
it. Hexar's like, I'm gonna be a dragon. I'm gonna be a dragon. I don't give a fuck. And the elves are like, 5 to 10 years? When? Who gives
like a
fuck?
nap. It's like, what are you talking about? So let's do this then. I just kind of look at him sternly.
I see. Well, you are determined. He speaks a word, and you sort of feel like a darkness around you, and then it just starts swallowing you up and like entering your eyes and your mouth, and it's like it's deleting you from the inside. Like at a certain point, you forget who you are, what you came for, and then suddenly everything comes to you, and you wake up in the dark hold of a ship, and you smell the stench of rotting flesh, and there's corpses everywhere on one of the bottom decks. Probably troops that will be utilized once the ship actually docks or gets to shore.
So we're gonna do our same formation. King, you first, then me, Azraela, and Haxar in the rear. Okay.
Why don't you take a look through our growing catalog of one-shot scenarios to find out about Chronicles of Darkness, Delta Green, Call of Cthulhu, 13th Age, Eclipse Phase, Rogue Trader, Slasher Flick, and probably even more.